Hey everyone, this is Coach Cody. Look, I wanted to go ahead and make you all a quick video explaining to you what our goals from week 1 to week 2. I want to explain why we're actually maintaining the same sets and the same reps from week 1 to week 2, and why we're actually looking to manipulate our weight instead. Now, before I dive into week 1 and week 2, I want you guys to realize that the goal of any great program is going to be this phrase called progressive overload. Now, all progressive overload is we're increasing the demands and the stressors that we're placing on the body. That is how we get better. We got to ask and demand our body to do more. If we do the same thing over and over again, we're not going to progress. We're not going to get better. And this is where a lot of people make mistakes in their own programming at home. When they're just doing random gym workouts, they're going in there doing random sets, random reps, random exercises, random weights, and there's no plan or rhyme or reason, which is why we program for 4 weeks at a time, because I can progress you guys in a linear fashion for those 4 weeks to make it where we're getting the growth demands that we're looking for, but also we're not overdoing it or underdoing it as well. So for me, my personal favorite way to manipulate the stressors on the body of a new client is to influence the weight. And I'm gonna show you guys why. So week 1, just for the sake of this video, let's say we're doing exercise 1. And for exercise 1, we got 4 sets of 5 reps, which super simple math is gonna be 20 reps total that we're completing for that exercise. And just for the sake of the conversation, let's say we maintain 10 pounds for every single rep, every single set, bringing us to a total poundage move to 200 pounds. So we move 200 pounds during that movement. That is the stress, that is the demand we place on the body. Going into next week, we have to increase that demand in order to get the results that we desire and place the stressors on the body that we're looking for. So week 2, they have 2 examples here. Example 1, example 2. Let's go over example 1 first. We have 4 sets of 5 reps, which is the same rep scheme as last week, which is 20 reps total. We increase our poundage from 10 pounds to 20 pounds. And the reason why I actually like to increase poundage for new clients is a lot of new clients tend to be a little bit conservative and lift and move a weight that's extremely easy, and they're really not getting much out of it except for learning the movement pattern and some neurological adaptations. But as far as the stressors and demands placed on the body, we're actually not getting what we're looking for typically. So as long as movement's super safe and we have a solid movement pattern and understand how to do the technique, I like to manipulate the weight because we're gonna get way more bang for our buck. So back to the example, sorry, I got a little sidetracked. 4 sets, 5 reps, 20 reps total, just like week 1. We're moving to 20 pounds instead of 10 pounds. That's going to bring us a total of a 400-pound demand that we're placing on the body. That is a double the demand from week 1 to week 2, which is a huge jump. And typically, I don't like to make a jump that high, but I know in new clients, I've done this long enough to realize that we're typically not challenging ourselves enough in that first week. Let's take example 2. Let's say we only manipulate the sets and the reps, which is what most people do in the gym. We have 5 sets of 5 reps, 25 reps total. So we've increased from 20 to 25 reps, which is a progressive overload. So if we just utilize 10 pounds, realize that, in this example, we're utilizing 10 pounds, we're still moving 250 pounds total, which is a 50-pound increase from week 1. That is a progressive overload. Now realize these small jumps are what we will be chasing when we are more well-trained, because we're going to understand how to place the stressors and demands on the body. We're not going to be able to make these big jumps because when we first start training, we grow and adapt so quickly to the training that we're going to see big jumps like this. Once we get very well trained, the small jumps are going to be what we're chasing. So overall, to kind of wrap this up and to summarize it, for us, our goal from week 1 to week 2 is increase the stressors that we're placing on the body. I want the most results out of you guys in the first 4 weeks, because once you get them awesome results the first 4 weeks, you get addicted and you want to continue this journey of fitness, health, and exercise, and that's the big goal here. So this week, I'm challenging you guys to increase the weight. Obviously, if your form is not perfect and you do feel like it's not perfect, maintain the weight. That's okay, because we're still going to progress. But what I would love to see each and every one of you do is increase that weight just a little bit, even if it's 5 pounds. And that's going to give us what we need to increase the stimulants on the bodies and allow us to create the adaptations that we're looking for. So the video is a little bit longer than I anticipated. I apologize for that. I get talking about this stuff and I love it, so I can keep going on and on all day. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and leave the rest up to you all. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Try to keep it in the team feed, because if you have questions somebody else probably has that same question. They may be afraid to ask it. So try not to directly message me. Try to put it in the team feed as long as it's not too personal. And I would love to answer that. And I'm sure everybody else would love to see the answer as well. Here's the week 2, guys. Make sure we're getting after it and setting aside time for ourselves to get better on ourselves. All right. Have a good one, guys.